Hi, I'm Gerry Ellis and welcome to Apes Like Us. This is a really special Apes Like Us segment because it cuts to the core of what I was trying to create many months ago when we launched Apes Like Us. It was to tell you the stories about the people behind the scenes, the people who are doing the work to save apes on this planet that you often will never see. You know, it's really easy for us to create a piece about the sanctuaries, for example, where the babies pour in because they're adorable, they're endearing, and they're so lovable, but we've got to stop that flood. Well, the only way to do that is to reach beyond the boundaries of the sanctuaries and to do the work in the field, the hard work, the hard lifting of educating people about what's happening to apes in their country and to stop the poaching and the loss of habitat. Well, one of the places that's doing an amazing job of that is in Sierra Leone, and that's Tacugama Chimpanzee Sanctuary. So I traveled there late in 2017, and I took a look at the Mabunda Community Conservation Project. It's a unique project where they're engaging 5 villages around 2 patches of forest and going to try to connect those 2 with a forest corridor over about a 3-kilometer stretch. I went there and I met with David Muma, who is their research and outreach coordinator, and with Natalia Bolaños. She is the conservation manager. They took me into the forest, and that's the segment you're about to see, about what they're doing to change the conversation around conservation and great apes.
He's on the roof. All right, boy. No more chains.
Trying to see how we can empower communities in protecting or promoting chimpanzees and their habitats in Sierra Leone, and also trying to see how we can spread out the message of protecting our wildlife and also the environment for the good health of the people. Chimpanzees are actually going through the corridors, building nests, and doing other activities, feeding on crops. You really see the baby at the back and the mom looking at the camera. It's really amazing. Our next step is to establish how they are using this landscape and, in collaboration with the communities, developing a corridor to connect these 2 different forests for the chimpanzees. The corridors is actually going through streams. In those areas, water or having potable water is a key challenge to those communities. And if we use the corridor going through streams, we can protect those water and they can have a very good potable water to drink in those environments. Our main focus is how we can encourage these communities to come in reforesting the deforested areas or planting more trees that are more valuable to them and also useful for the chimps. Letting them know it's their responsibility to reforest their area or to protect the environment for their good and the better good of the apes. For our local people in those environments, they depend on their traditional herbs, and there are a lot of herbs in those areas that the people can use for different medications. So that is also one benefit that the community themselves can get, and gradually they are understanding what are some of the benefits, because it's a new idea and we need to let them understand what's the whole concept and what's the benefit or value behind that. Because protecting the environment for chimpanzee, you cannot only protect chimps, but there are other mammals that can also benefit, and even humans can benefit from that.
They are not electric like this.
When we went there, spoke with the local communities, and there was a lot of good ideas from them.
Hello, how are you? Good.
Our next step is actually to try and also educate more people, and try and see how we can regrow or reforestate that particular environment so it can be very suitable for the wildlife, especially chimpanzees, and also look into ecotourism, which can be a very good benefit or value to the community. So that's our next plan, trying to get more information on the environment and see how we can value that and present that to the local people. This place has a very viable population of chimps and all the wildlife, and also the habitat is really good and rich. So in reaching all the goals, it all depends on funding and how we can see and establishing a very good or sustainable community project in those environments.
Well, welcome back from Sierra Leone. I hope you enjoyed that look at what one sanctuary, Tacugama Chimpanzee Sanctuary, is doing to change the conversation around conservation in their country. It's an amazing project, and I think it's a role model for what can happen in other sanctuaries across Africa. If you want to learn more about what Tacugama is doing, I'll leave some links in the show notes below. You can check out everything that they're doing. You can donate, you can volunteer, and really support that kind of effort. I'll also leave a link to PASA, the Pan-African Sanctuary Alliance, so you can see what other sanctuaries in Africa are doing around conservation, education, and bringing a halt to poaching and the loss of habitat. As always, you can subscribe by clicking on the link right up there, or you can catch us in another segment right there. We really appreciate all of those who have subscribed and liking our segment by clicking on the like button right below. For everyone at Apes Like Us, until next time, bye-bye.